Right down, right over there. Should be over there somewhere. People. We live. Joel Benjamin 528, aka Big Money Benjamin, and my man Baba New.
Um,
Okay,
Peace and blessing, everybody.
a lot going on. A lot going on.
Yeah, we are about to do something
It's
really, really,
huge,
really big. And
huge, major.
on my way here, I wanted to explain to Joe Benjamin why there is tension about doing this really, really, really big thing. One, this is an area of quote unquote spirituality, cultism, and mysticism that is severely suppressed, severely misunderstood. These class of angels are like the only ones that you can't even find proper
And we ain't gonna go into
etc.
that. We
on.
just doing the big stuff. We ain't even gonna do go
You
because you
know,
see the title,
yeah, that's how
Angel Readings, the keys to a new beginning.
guarded this system is, and now
I'm
we're like,
excited. I'm excited. I want to tell them so bad.
and now we're like throwing it out there. So we haven't asked really about quality, and that's how deities operate.
They deal with quality.
If you look at what we have, which isn't quality, what we're trying to get, which is quality, is really
Yeah, we're gonna deal with
yeah.
that.
So
So all you know, gotta know, people, when we come with it,
it's gonna be
it's gonna be the best
it's going. This stuff is
because nobody doing it like us.
nobody is doing it, and it's like
All right, let's get
just
it.
like get
All
into
right,
this
man.
part. We have had a wonderful year.
Let's get into this. Let's jump right into it. Angel readings, the keys to a new beginning.
Geez,
Why people don't understand, like why they don't understand, and how we could make them understand that dealing with this system. Oh, let me put up the link. Dealing with this system, put up the live stream link is what's gonna help you when you know your birth angels, and help you to be able to get some stuff, not some stuff, everything that you need done. So I put the description, I put the link in the chat, people.
these are the
Go ahead, you
keys.
got it.
These
Step
are
up close. Come up close.
these are the keys to becoming a genius. These are the keys to you know of like creativity. Uh, they govern intellectual advancement, and for us, quote unquote, in the struggle, you know, we can really, really ascertain that success has a lot to do with people's level of intelligence and understanding. And this is one of the major things that people who are in control use to keep the masses in control. So what I was trying to say is that this particular system, the birth angel system, has been very, very hidden. Unfortunately, since it is hidden, a lot of our people don't get into it. And what happens is a lot of people are into what I call a kind of haphazard type of spirituality without, an organized system and structure. And that's why the tree of life is very, very, important. Um, you will find that uh, what we are coming out with is going to be there is access to the higher, tree like deities that you have to go through the 72 Shem Hamfarash for. And it's not like, and I guess most people wouldn't know that it's not like you can just go straight to the quote unquote greater gods and goddesses. There's an access point. These have to open the way for you to work with them, and that is in directly, as well as what I do is I do shrines, because the best way for the deities to actually help you is by you having a shrine of the deity itself. But even in understanding, like which shrines you should work with, having a Kabbalistic oracle makes it much easier for you to figure out what shrines you can work with. Now, what when people get their birth angels readings done, it's also going to show them which greater quote unquote tree like deities that they would be able to connect with, that they should be able to connect with. This is through working with angels that we get certain gifts. It's through them that we are able to advance in our spirituality. So that's another question and answer that people might have. How do I, advance in my spirituality, or how do I get my spiritual gifts developed? It's really good if you have like an amulet with your birth angels, because their role is that, and technically speaking, you're supposed to have it from you are a child. So we don't live in a Gnostic paradigm. We live in a world where a whole lot of things have been hidden from us, and a lot of people's time and energy and resources and money goes to what I call trinkets, just useless things. There is a documentary, I think it's called Century of the Self, and it shows how I guess in the early 1900s, most Americans, their possessions would last a lifetime, like the furniture, etc., and would, even passed down to their kids or whatnot. Now, with Freud's cousin, I think his name is Bernard Keys, people were turned into consumers, and industrialization and manufacturing was used to produce a whole lot of useless things, and things that break down really quickly. So there's this mad, and we're in the shopping season where they said like 9 point something billion was spent. But if you could think or conceptualize a time whereby the what was precious and what was worth buying was something that helped with your mind, spiritually, something that connected you with the gods, with the goddesses. As I said years ago, I said there's a reason why jewelry starts with the word Jew. Jewelry wasn't just for style and fashion. Originally, it was for protection. It was for warfare, and Judaism is about warfare. A whole lot of it is about warfare. So this pretty much got agnosticized now. Our jewelry just looks good. It costs a lot of money, but your jewelry are supposed to be your amulets with the deities that you need for protection, in life, or that you need to enhance what it is that you're trying to do with your destiny. Everybody has a destiny. Your birth angels connect you with your destiny, and they help with you manifesting your destiny, especially in the sense of having the mental capacity to manifest that destiny. They help to upgrade you. So it definitely gives you advantage. So, and Bennett's with the amulets, that divine mix lasts a lifetime. You have it for a lifetime, and that's why you have to think of the value, as opposed to, you can buy, it could be a gold chain or whatnot. It costs a lot, but that's pretty much, it's a precious metal. It won't degrade, etc., and that's cool. But in ancient times, it carried a particular spirit or deity, angel, God, etc. in it. And now, what we are bringing with the tree of life system is that you can specify, you can get better details into, which ones that you should focus on. And it's not that you can't work with all, because next year, as we unfold the system, for those who are really, really interested, you will get to see how you can have access to and work with all 72, because they govern, the full spectrum of life on, Earth. So, for those of you who haven't bought the class yet, a lot of people have bought the class. But once again, it's been a really, really interesting year. There's been a lot of support. There's, a lot of people have, gotten the tools that they, need. And life changes have been made, and we are coming to the close of the year. In the beginning of the year, you definitely want to get your, yearly readings done, see what is coming up for the year. I would implore people out there, get this birth angel class, because the I Ching class will come along free, and then you'll be able to do your readings as you need them. Another good reading to do is a reading you should do on the new moon, for, what you should be focused on for that lunar cycle. So you learn how to do your own readings, and you can start to get a whole lot of insight and understanding. When you look at the I Ching Oracle, this is what they say. If with every new dynasty in China, they, they would destroy all the books, but the I Ching, and that's meant to say it. That's how important it was for them. That's how useful and powerful a, tool. So Joel and I, we're trying to get this tool into your hands. You know, without you breaking the bank. You know, so and for those of you as well, you want to get the God Genes Decoded series of books. One of the good things in terms of understanding the cosmological system that laid the foundation of the people's spiritual practices is that it gets you an understanding and an appreciation. Knowledge leads to action because knowledge brings understanding. There's a whole lot of uh, cloudiness around life, around spirituality and religion and stuff like that. But what you get to see is how the quote unquote religion and cosmology is scientific in nature. You know, back in 20, if you guys have never heard of Gabriel Oyibo, you should look him up. He wrote a book whereby he was explaining how hydrogen is the base of every single thing. The base matter, meaning that every single thing is made out of hydrogen. They tried to kill him, and someone else took took responsibility for his work and even received awards in Europe for his work. This is a black African man that made Einstein look stupid. He literally made Einstein and Einstein's theories look stupid. And they tried to kill him. And what I showed basically is that in the Egyptian creation stories, the the Egyptians as well are saying that the base matter, everything comes from hydrogen. So seeing that as part of a people's creation stories, it even makes me wonder how many people in that ancient civilization even had that type of knowledge, because you did have to go to school. They did have schools, they did have writing, they had colleges, universities, etc. The priesthood in ancient Kemet, the society was very, very advanced. It was very, very cosmopolitan. People had to pay for school, just like now. And a lot of the Western world is actually modeled after ancient Kemet. From things like rowing at universities, and yachts, and there are privileged caste lives the lifestyle that they saw us black people living in ancient Kemet. Our cruise ships. Cleopatra had a cruise ship. It was huge. It would sail down the Nile in the same way that people would, now take a cruise on a ship with all types of things that you can do on a ship. They had something similar back then. Not as advanced. Might not have had toilets. I'm not sure, but just to state that a lot of what we think of as being modern is not modern at all. It's more like it's just corrupted, you know. But I think that people find it difficult to balance, their quote unquote spirituality, with like regular life. And that really comes with having a deeper understanding, and making sure that you take the time to detox your system, take spiritual baths, pray and meditate, and these types of things. Joel Benjamin, is there anything you would like to add?
And I see stuff in my face.
Yeah.
Yo, me my band Baba New ain't playing with y'all coming 2020. I got playing bass we played around me right now.
And Joel, be patient with me, man.
I am.
Yeah, man.
Y'all just don't know how me and Baba New we're going at it. But remember, we're going at it to bring you the best.
Yeah.
That's all. We're going at it to bring you the best. Let me tell y'all something. Yeah, let me put the link up again on my Facebook people. Booty Woo, international audience, domestic, galactical, salute to you. I put the link for the pay-per-view live stream. If you didn't get the pay-per-view live stream yet, you get a pay-per-view live stream and a reading. That's all I got to say. Joel Benjamin 528, Baba New, we bring it to you hard. Peace. Tell them peace.
Peace. Oh, we're done. Oh my God. See you guys later.